Good afternoon, everybody. This is Lorraine, Alternative Homesteading. I just wanted to say a quick hello. It's absolutely freezing here, windy, but the sun is shining. It was 29 degrees this morning, snow flurries, etc. I did not want to get out of bed. And of course, the criminals made it that I went back to sleep for another 2 hours that I did not want to do. But here I'm bringing you an article, folks. Before I read the article, I want to thank all the newcomers. Welcome to my channel. Welcome to the people that were referred by gangstalkingawareness.com. And I very much appreciate your posting the link on your YouTube channel about my friend Sue Ann and how everybody is in on it. Okay, so I just received this article, folks. I mean, everybody wants to play God these days. What's with these people? So now this is from Zero Hedge. Okay. Zero Hedge has an article dated December 17, 2022, which was yesterday, by Tyler Durden. It's called Gates, Bezos, or Bezos, however you pronounce his last name, invest in Australian design brain implant. And here's the critter, folks. We all know what he looks like, right? Here we go. So, billionaires Bill Gates and Jeff Bezos are betting on the New York-based Synchron as the answer to Elon Musk's Neuralink. Was there supposed to be an answer to Neuralink? I'm a little confused, but so anyway, the Synchron switch is a brain-computer interface that is implanted in the blood vessels at the surface of the motor cortex of the brain via the jugular vein. Do you think it gets any worse than this, folks? Once set, the interface will detect and wirelessly transmit information from the brain, allowing severely paralyzed individuals to control personal devices without needing to use their hands. The funds will be put towards a pivotal clinical trial. Oh, I wonder who will be involved in the clinical trial. Imagine how many animals they will paralyze and torture with this device. This is what it looks like, folks. We have an opportunity to deliver first-in-class commercial brain-computer interface, said Oaksley, also the CEO of Synchron. The problem of paralysis is much larger than people realize. 100 million people worldwide have upper limb impairments. Oh, I wonder who caused that. ARC Managing Director Robert Nelson said Synchron was helping individuals with untreatable conditions regain connection to the world. It is an exciting time for neurotechnology, he said. How does it compare to Musk's Neuralink? Clinical trials are currently underway in the United States and Australia, with OPIE saying the procedure was minimally invasive, a factor he believes set it apart from Musk's Neuralink. We don't need to remove the scalp and skull to put electrodes directly into a delicate brain tissue, he said. We come up with a clever way of getting to the right place in the brain just by using the body's naturally occurring highways and blood vessels. Imagine this, folks. Imagine the consequences of these invasive procedures and these devices implanted in an already perfect body. Musk had wanted to start trials in 6 months, yet the billionaire is also reported to have approached Synchron about a potential investment. And the first patient was treated July 2022 at Mount Sinai Hospital in New York after Synchron received approval from the U.S. Food and Drug Administration last year. Well, isn't that interesting? Was that in the news? Have you heard of this before, folks? Has anybody heard of this device? Or that there was a one-time person that was treated at Mount Sinai Hospital in July of 2022. Was this in the news? I don't recall seeing it in the news. But if anybody wants to read this article, I will post the link in the description box. I want to mention that sometime this week, the criminals had entered my house and stole a new caulking gun. I just bought it. Why would I have a caulking gun, you ask? Good question. Well, everybody who has been following my channel knows that the criminals have completely destroyed my cat's 501c3 nonprofit building that was brand new, delivered July 2019. By the end of that year, the criminals tore the insulation out of every window and door and actually filed the corners of the door opening to let air and bugs go through. These are not things that can be easily repaired. I recently spent a lot of money, $4,000, to replace the windows. Yes, folks, that's a lot of money to replace windows on a building that's only 3.5 years old. So meanwhile, I was advised to caulk the doors, especially those areas that were torn by the criminals. So I purchased a caulking gun and have silicone caulk. And I placed this device in my house to keep it warm until I was able to use it, and it was stolen. It was stolen within the last week. So to you criminals out there, I hope you're laughing and giggling all the way to the pit of hell where you belong. So how's everybody doing today? What's the weather like by you guys? And welcome to my channel. And I so appreciate all the comments and things that I'm learning from you guys down below. I also wanted to mention a little bit further about the PDF that you can locate online. It is called Trapped in a Black Box: Growing Terrorism Watch Listing and Everyday Policing. It is a PDF that you can download. It is free of charge. It is written by the ACLU in 2016, and it is a result of their research after their FOIA request to the FBI about how the watch list works. Based upon the information they received from the Federal Bureau of Investigations, well, I call them the instigation, the Federal Bureau of Instigations, because that's what they do. They instigate trouble by placing innocent people on a watch list to be tormented. So they're instigators, provocateurs. I guess they've got to bloat their terrorist watch list to keep their jobs. But anyway, in this document, in 2016, 900,000 people, and I will say innocent people, were placed on a watch list. 2017, 18, 19, 20, 21. We're finishing 22 now. How many more people do you think are on the list now, folks? They're adding people every day. Hundreds of people every day. I guarantee it's in excess of 2 million. I mean, now they're including children. They're placing children on the watch list. They're placing parents who have attended school boards who voice a differing opinion, like a father whose daughter was assaulted in a bathroom by a boy dressed up as a girl. And it's not that he was a trans person. One day he'd be a girl and one day he'd be a boy, whatever suited his psychopathic needs at that time. But by him speaking out, guess what happened? He was placed on a watch list. How come these people are not fighting the real crime, the real criminals, like these community stalkers? Stalking is a felony in every state. Cyber stalking is a crime. Harassment is a crime. Vandalism, trespassing, theft. And in many states, pet vandalism, harm, theft. In some states more than others. Here in Kentucky, we've got the worst animal laws here. People are cruel to animals here and they just get away with it. They have rooster fights. They steal cats here. We have a huge satanic population here in Kentucky. But I know that they are alive and well all across the United States. Some people claim that CERN, C-E-R-N in Switzerland, with the particle buster, whatever, and their antimatter research, has opened a portal to hell to allow these devils and demons to surface more than usual. I don't have any proof of that. It's quite a possibility. There was some bizarre ritual being performed there. It appeared as if they were performing a ritual to provoke or beckon these demons to surface, as if they were praying to them. And you could find that online. I think I saw it on YouTube somewhere. But please leave your comments down below about this technology. This is just horrible. These people are playing God. And how do you think these trials, who do you think they're going to be performed on? Aside from the fact that they've been using beagle dogs, because beagles have the most wonderful temperaments and they torture these animals. And then they'll use primates, and they'll all die, by the way. Every one of them will die. And that information is usually kept secret. And then they'll covertly use people that are being human trafficked. And for the records, folks, for the last week, I have been receiving pulses to the left side of my skull. Every day. Pulses. In fact, my skull is no longer the shape that it was a few years ago. And I would imagine that when I die, and a true death investigator that performed accurate autopsy on me would not only find the implants in my body, which I won't discuss right here, but I have discussed them on other channels and other posts. Not all of them, but some. And the shape of my skull has definitely changed. The shape of my body has changed because of the torture. I've got bruises on my legs that are not naturally occurring, and they're not from any disease or whatever. And I would venture a guess that they would find, in addition to the heavy metals test that I already had performed on my hair, I had a hair analysis done, that showed like my heavy metals are like literally off the charts. Now, folks, I eat organic food. I don't smoke, drink, or do drugs. I hardly even eat out of a can. I only buy canned food to store for the future. I eat all of my food fresh and organic. So this is being done to me. I believe that my water and food are being infected and tainted by these criminals. They certainly spray things in my house that could be neurotoxins. They could be heavy metals. But if you have similar things happen to you, please leave a comment down below. We need to share this information and get it out to people who may not know what is going on. Just because you have a heavy metals test, and if you're not smoking and drinking, if you're leading a healthy lifestyle, this is not normal. It's not naturally occurring. It's being done to you. So, folks, I'm going to sign off for now, so it's not too long. I hope everybody's having a good day, and we'll get on to some other more juicy topics in the not-too-distant future. This is Lorraine signing off for now.